Are you ready to add some personalized sparkle to your Christmas tree this year? Well, today I'm going to show you how to create these stunning acrylic ornaments using your Cricut and permanent vinyl. They're perfect for gifts, decorations, or even to sell. So let's get crafting. This is a really simple project to make, and you might even already have a lot of the supplies you need for this at home. Like, I bought this ribbon for no reason other than I thought it was pretty. This is a red and green velvet ribbon from Michaels. You'll need your scraper tool and a weeding tool. Then of course you're going to need your acrylic ornaments. I got these from Michaels. They are clear, it's just they have a protective paper over them. And then some vinyl. I've been wanting to use this vinyl for so long, and I thought this would be really pretty for the snowflakes. This is a holographic permanent vinyl, and you're going to need transfer tape. This transfer tape was so I didn't realize it was strong grip, and baby, when I say that grip was strong, it was strong. So just get regular transfer tape. And of course you're gonna need your cutting mat. So we're going to start out in Cricut Design Space. I have a pretty cool tip for saving cutting time and having to change mats at the end of all this, so make sure you watch through to the end. But we're going to start with finding our circle. It's in the Shapes tab, and then making sure we change the size to match the diameter of our ornament. My acrylic ornament size is 3.5 inches in diameter, so that is the size I'm making my circle. Please do not forget to do this. This is going to help make sure when we are creating our images here that they fit on the ornament, that they're not too big and that they're not too small. My first ornament, I wanted it to be a cute little detailed snowflake. I have Cricut Pro access, so all of these images are free to me. They may not be free to you, but you can also find images from different websites, different PNGs and SVGs. I'll link a few of my favorite below, but I thought this snowflake was so cute with its little hearts and cutouts. When I sized this to my ornament, I will say I made a mistake. I forgot to take into account that there's a hole at the top of the ornament, so just make sure you create a little hole, or you just remember that there's one there. So I'm just making sure that they're centered and that they fit on my circle. Alright, so next up we are going to be doing this winter wonderland scene. I could have done different colors with this, like green and brown and blue and white vinyl to like really make this colorful, but I again wanted to do a project that was going to be budget friendly and affordable, using things you probably already had at home. The bottom was a little Cricut, so it wasn't a perfect circle, but I did make sure to size it to fit close enough to the edge of my circle. And it turned out, this was my favorite, it turned out so cute. Okay, and next we're doing a Santa hat project. I'm trying to find the perfect Santa hat that's not going to be too odd on the canvas. You can see here there's just too much space on the left side for me. I didn't like that. Plus I wanted a hat that was going to have enough space for me to put a name in the white part of it. This was the winner. And when you are adding a name to a project like this, you want to make sure that you choose the font that the name is going to be written in so that its space is right. The font I picked, I downloaded, and I will leave the link below for you to use. It's free for personal use projects, and this is a personal use project. What I really liked about this font was that it had glyphs, which are just those little designs that attach to the word. So I was trying to make it work with the name, but it just wasn't coming out looking too good. If you have Cricut Pro, you can use the warp button. It's essential for this hat because there's a curve in the hat, but if you chose a different hat that was like flat and straight across, you don't need the warp tool. It's like I said, it just wasn't looking good with the glyphs, so I had to take those off and leave the name. Alright, so I told you I had a super cool trick, I guess, for reducing the cutting time or the number of mats you have to use to cut, and that is by pitting all your designs that are the same material. If they can fit on one mat, fit it on one mat, because as you can see here, it's suggesting I use 5 different mats. Who's gonna do that? Not me. I don't have time to take it out, take my vinyl off, especially if you only have one mat. So this, but anyways, this is just a pretty easy tip. All you have to do is If you're using the same material, lay out all your images on one mat, move them from one mat. All you have to do is, I think, right click or left click, hit move, and move it to a different mat. Play with it, space it on the mat so that, you know, it can get cut or whatever. And then you cut out your vinyl and you pin it on that space. So you just basically match where that image is, boom. On your cutting mat, you're going to slap the vinyl down. I'm doing this with my white hat, well, with my Santa hat, with the white part, the red part, and the black part. You can see on my cutting mat, I have those sections out with the vinyl. Instead of having to cut this mat a zillion times, take it out, put it in, it's just cutting straight through. It's cutting straight through, and I only have to take it out once, peel this stuff on once. I don't have to worry about any of that. And then it's going to be the same thing with a holographic vinyl. Now, if I was using one material, all these things could have been on one mat, even if they were different colors on the board. So, you know, don't be scared to try this trick. If you need a little more help understanding, I could do a quick short video breaking it down for you, but it's very simple, very easy. Now that we've got everything cut out on its proper vinyl, it's going to be time to weed our design. We're going to grab our weeding tool, and unfortunately I thought I was recording for most of this and I was not. So you're just going to get to watch me peel this super cute, super intricate snowflake. And I didn't know that this vinyl was going to be so finicky until I actually used it. I had to take my time and be very delicate. The needle obviously didn't get through in a few places, so I had to use the weeding tool to make sure that I got everything up without damaging the design or leaving things behind. Now that we're done weeding our vinyl pieces, we're going to prepare the acrylic ornament. I'm just peeling this very thin plastic protective film off. You're going to find it on the front of the ornament and the back. I'll show you the difference, what it looks like when you take off the back when I'm done, because I left the back on to prevent scratching. And now we're just going to apply the vinyl. I've got my transfer tape that I put over my image, and I'm going to center it up on the acrylic and make sure everything fits how it's supposed to fit. And then I'm going to peel the back of it off. If you can see, this is what it looks like with the film on the back of the ornament, and this is what it looks like with the film off the back of the ornament. These are the finished projects. If you wanted to, you could probably even Mod Podge the back of them. But if you like this project, don't forget to subscribe and like this video, and come back for even more crafty ideas. Thanks for watching.